Oh, look at that. Welcome back, familiar, to NorthsideLDN, caramba. And today we've got Man City 2, Brentford 1. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone in the building. And Man City today just coasted. Coasted today to the win. Coasted. First half, good attacking play. Second half, they just coasted that second half. They didn't even really need to turn up the gears. They didn't need to. They could afford to have a midfield of, which isn't a bad midfield, Gundo, Kovacic, and De Bruyne. They could leave Rodri on the bench. They could leave Bernardo on the bench and only bring them on in the second half. Man City today, second gear, and they were more than good enough to beat Brentford today. Comfortable for Man City, absolutely comfortable. Haaland could have got at least a hat trick today. You know, he got a brace. Could have scored a hat trick. Could have scored more with them opportunities that he had in the second half. But Man City didn't need to go up a gear. Man City didn't need to change anything. They had control in the second half, bringing off Rico Lewis to bring on VIDS, and that just completely nullified Brentford. After that, Brentford second half barely did anything, barely laid a glove to Man City, and Man City was coasting, absolutely coasting. When they brought Rodri on in the second half, started the second half, that was it. VIDS on, Rodri on, and the game was locked down. Bringing on Diaz, I know it was the 85th minute, and it's as simple as that. Man City, this is their league. They're going to win the league. Man City are going to win the league. That's just the facts. They're going to win the league. It's too easy for them. It's too easy for them. Everybody else hasn't done enough. And you see the way that they were playing today. Gundo just keeping it ticking, just passing the ball around, keeping it simple. Kovacic was good as well when he was on, decent, kicking the ball around, just keeping possession. Savio, I think, was good in the first half. Second half, I felt like he fell off a little bit. He always tries to take on the fullback. He always tries to take on players. And listen, I like Savio. I think he's a really, really good player. Really good player. In the second half, though, he was poor. He was poor. He had an opportunity that he almost smashed it top bins, but he just went a bit too wide. Second half, he wasn't as effective. You know, he wasn't as good as he was in the first half. He was a lot better in the first half from Savio. I think Grealish had a decent game. KDB, his passing was very good in the box. KDB and Gundo, their passing in the final third was really, really good. Haaland obviously scored a brace. You can't say he had a bad game, but also he could have scored a lot more. KDB and Gundo definitely gave him opportunities in the box that was on a plate. But Man City don't even need to be clinical in the box, really and truly. They played today at 50% of their ability, and it was enough to beat Brentford. Nice and easy. Their best DM on the bench. Their best left back on the bench. I like Rico Lewis, but probably VIDS probably still pips him. On the bench. Not starting Bernardo Silva, one of their best players, on the bench. And this is why they're going to win. They're able to rotate their team because they actually got quality on the bench. Something that I get onto Arsenal about. You know what I mean? We got Declan Rice out and we're panicking. These guys are not even playing with a traditional DM in the midfield. And they're able to still get the 3 points. Do you know what I mean? With Kovacic and Gundo, shielding the back line and doing the dirty work. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. De Bruyne able to float on the right, float on the left, ping a couple of crosses into the box. Unlucky for Halaand not to get to the end of it. A good clearance by a Brentford player. And they're just able to just cruise. Literally cruise. And not mean cruise. I don't think, listen, the second half, that was boring in the second half. I can't lie, but this is what City do. This is what City do. They're chilled first, the first part of the season. They just do what they need to do, get the points. And then in the second half, they continue to grind out results if they need to. They know exactly how to grind out results. They know exactly how to nullify the opposition. They know exactly how to put the opposition to bed. And they don't need to play their best players. They can rotate their players. This is why their players still have energy at the end of the season, because this is the quality that they have on the bench. They don't need to burn out their players, unlike my club, Arsenal, that we have to play Saka every game. We have to play Odegaard every game. We have to play Declan Rice every game. This is the difference. And this is why they're always able to give it that final push at the end of the season to get over the line. whether it's up against Arsenal, whether it's up against Liverpool when they're going toe-to-toe with Liverpool, because they actually have a bench that can compete with the starting lineup. Yeah, you probably say Rodri starts regardless of anybody else. You know, they got Gundo, they got Kovacic. These are players that can fight for their positions. You've got KDB. You've got all these players, bro. You know what I mean? Bernardo Silva. You know what I'm saying? Look at the quality going up, you know, the players that are going up against each other. Man City didn't need to be incredible in that second half. That second half was boring. It had glimpses of really good football. But as a whole, it wasn't amazing. They don't need to be amazing. They don't need to be amazing. They're efficient and they know when to be efficient, man. And that is the difference between them and everybody else. What are you saying, bro?
Big up, bro. Yeah, I watched the game, bro. Big up, bro. Yeah. In the end, City made it easy. In the end, yeah, we aren't. Let's just put this: all the other clubs, they are getting nowhere near Manchester City. I've said this season that Man City are going to win the league by at least 15 points. They are going to win the league, I think. Yeah, they're going to be 15 points clear, and they're going to win the league by that. They're going to win the league by 15 points because their squad is a lot better than all our squads, and obviously we saw that today. Brentford started the game very well. I thought at the start of the game, Brentford played really well the first 10-15 minutes.
So
Brentford could
I
have scored.
only caught the game from the 25th minute because I came back from work. So they
Oh
were
yeah,
good in the first 20 minutes, yeah?
yeah, they were good. Like yeah, they were good in like the first 15 minutes. Brentford was on top. Brentford could have scored. Brentford could have scored 2 or 3, but then after, but then after when they got their goal, City started to step it up, and then obviously Haaland got the goal, and then City started just to control the game, and then and then from there it was just an impossible task. Like this is the thing, like even though you said that Savio didn't have his greatest game in the second half, Savio could have easily scored twice. Savio
Yep.
could have at least scored like twice. Like he had a chance with the goalkeeper 1v1, and obviously he had that chance
Hit it
what he
right in the
knew is
goal.
up with.
He had to score that one. I can't lie. Savio had to
Yeah,
score that one.
yeah, yeah,
That
yeah,
was on a
yeah.
play. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I thought after that, yeah, I thought he was gonna score, but I thought, oh yeah, he's got to score that, like. And then even Grealish had a chance in the second half as well. Should should have buried his chance. Haaland,
Yep.
Haaland is again he's a player that I don't usually rate. I don't usually really rate these type of players, but one thing about Haaland is when you give him the service, the man can finish, bro. The man can finish, and the thing is, yeah, about Haaland, yeah, what I have noticed comparing Haaland this season to last season is Haaland is a lot sharper. Haaland looks a lot sharper in front of goal, and his movement and stuff looks a lot sharper. And this is the thing. So, because I've seen him in some games in pre-season as well, and he looks sharp in front of goal, bro. But again, Haaland Haaland could have scored 5 goals in that game, bro. Like, bro, he hit the post. Obviously, the goalkeeper denied him a couple of times, bro. He could have easily had 5 goals in that game, and this is what I'm trying to say, bro. And then when you've just got Gundo, what is just controlling things, yeah. And then you've got, and then they've got Rodri to just bring on, bro. like, how are we meant to compete, bro? How, how are we meant to compete? This
Do
is
you know
what it
what?
is,
Yeah,
bro.
with City, yeah, they literally like camp outside the opposition box. But what they have, yeah, is they
Yeah,
have Grealish, that's a great passer of the ball. They've got
yeah,
KDB, that's a great pass. Like his
yeah,
final ball in the final third in the
yeah,
opposition box is really good. Bernardo is really efficient, can be really efficient with his passing in the final third. Gundo can be very efficient with his passing in the final third. That's what they do. They've got players that can find Haaland. And most of the time, Haaland scores most of his opportunities. But they've got multiple players that can find, that got that killer pass. Whereas Arsenal, when we've got Odegaard, other than that, we haven't got we ain't got multiple players that have that killer pass in them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Difference, because there's a lot of times, what I saw today, there's a lot of times Man City kick it around, and they know when to switch it up again. They know when to release the ball and find Haaland in the box, find De Bruyne in the box, play that final pass. We don't have that, but they have multiple players on the pitch that can do that. They got players coming off the bench that can do that, and this is why they're so efficient. On top of that, this team, in the first half, them conceding chances, they have an aura about them. Do you remember Man United? Man United, you remember it. Man United, under Fergie had an aura. Teams would look at them and they're already frightened. They almost half won the game before the game is played because it's Man United. Because they had Tevez, Rooney, all these players. This team has an aura in it. And Brentford knew once they didn't put them to the sword, it's Man City. And it's panic stations, because as soon as Man City scored the second goal, all these opportunities started coming. That's when KDB had a chance. That's when Haaland hit the post. That's when Savio had a 1v1 with the goalkeeper. It's because once they open it up, Brentford were like, it's going to be a long day. They're 2-1 up, and they panicked. And all of a sudden, Man City just started to take their time and started exploiting space in behind. And that's the thing, bro. Like they've got that aura, bro, that teams know once you concede the lead to Man City, it's a long day, bro. It's a long day, because before Brentford were actually defending really well before the Haaland second goal.
They were.
Second goal, they were actually defending really, really well.
Yeah.
And as soon as he scored, heads went down.
Yeah. And that's what happens, bro. That's what happens. Like I said, like the first 10 or 15 minutes, like Brentford was outplaying Man City, but Brentford was doing some good patterns of play. They were getting a lot of balls into the box and they were causing Man City a lot of problems. But obviously, if you don't take your chances, this is what happens. This is what happened. Brentford had, in the first 15 minutes of that game, they had 3 chances to. They had after the goal, they had at least 2 more chances after the goal to score, and they didn't take those chances. And obviously, when you've got a goal freak like Haaland in front of goal, it just changes things, bro. And this is what I'm saying, like. This is what I'm saying. Like when, like I've heard you speak about Odegaard. Like Odegaard is a good passer, but he's not going to like. Odegaard's not going to like break through the lines, and that he's not that type of passer what's going to break through the lines, bro. He's not going to play those difficult passes, bro. To like to break the line and split defenses, bro. He's not going. He's not going to do that. City have loads of players what can do that. And they also have players like Grealish. What they also have players like Grealish that brings 2 players onto him and create space for others. Arsenal don't really have like a Jack. They don't really have like a Jack Grealish or like a Savio where they can bring 2 players amongst them and create space for other players. And this is simply the fact. Man City don't usually start their season well. Well, they have done this season, and at this rate, this could be a record-breaking season. This could be a record-breaking season for City. I mean, I don't see anyone catching up to him. Even though I watched my team win 3-0 today, we was not great against Southampton, bro. Like even we was not great, bro. Even bro, the first 33 minutes, Southampton was all over us, bro. And then literally when they missed that penalty, after that, we controlled the game. But like, and obviously, I seen today that Liverpool lost against Nottingham Forest at Anfield. So this is the thing. So who is going to catch City, bro? And Arsenal's got all of these injuries, bro. With all of these injuries and suspenders and that, bro. And this is what I'm saying. Like, bro, even Kovacic, like what you were saying, like City can win games. City can win games without Rodri. Like this is the thing. People say, oh, you take Rodri out, City lose games. Well, they didn't lose today, did they? They didn't lose against Chelsea when they didn't have Rodri. So,
They got a bench good enough to make the starting lineup accountable. I mean, I have said before, Kyle Walker, they need to move on Kyle Walker. But again, it's hard to question Man City because this Man City team had Jesus, that's not a gunman, and was still able to win the league. They had Zinchenko that couldn't defend and still won the league. Like you see some of the players that are left them to come to Arsenal, and even though there's deficiencies in those players, the manager's so good and the system's so good that it almost doesn't really affect them, bro. They still win the league regardless. That reminds me of Man United. Do you remember when Man United used to still have like Wes Brown was a decent player, but you had Wes Brown that wasn't a world beater, and it was fine. You had Raphael and you had his brother. You remember the two brothers?
Fabio. Fabio. I think his name was Fabio. Yeah,
and it didn't really matter, bro, because the rest of the team was A1. Do you know what I mean? So this is what it is. When you've got an elite manager, you don't even need to have world-class players in every single position because the manager's so good at getting the best out of the players that are available. Fergie used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
He used to do it all the time, and Pep does it all the time now as well. He'll get a player, he'll get the most out of Doku. Doku will go to another club and you'll see that it won't happen for him. Like Sterling. Sterling looked really good with Man City and Pep. But as soon as he leaves that environment, all of a sudden you start seeing the deficiencies. Like Pep he's a top coach, man, top manager, bro. And the thing is like, bro, they could just take off Rico Lewis and play Vardy, bro.
Oh, he is a baller, by the way.
And Rico and Rodri, sorry, they completely locked off Brentford. Brentford did nothing that second half, nothing.
No, bro, they didn't, bro. Like this is, and bro, and it's not just that, but it's like, bro, every player that Man City seem to produce as well, bro. Every player that they seem to produce from the academy, bro. All of these men seem to be ballers, bro. Like, bro, how many academy graduates have they brought through the academy, bro? And how many are good enough to play for City? A lot of them are good enough to even play in the City team, bro. You know what I mean? Oscar, Bob, Rico, bro. Even James McAtee and these men there, bro, and Foden and Palmer and Lavia. Bro, like they've got the talent as well there, bro. And you said about the aura, that's the most important thing, the aura. Like that's what Man United had as well. But like the thing is, is that if you sit off, it's even worse. If you just let City have the ball and you just park the bus. Eventually, they are going to break you down. Like Liverpool was the only team what gave Man City problems because they actually knew how to press from the front, from the front. And that's the only way that you can possibly beat City if you know how to press from the front. And but the press has to be organized. The press has to be organized, and at the same time, you have to be compact. You have to be compact when you're pressing, and you have to be compact defensively to beat City. And this is what it is. But a lot, like you said, the aura of Man City. Not a lot of teams will be going to Man City and pressing them from the front. A lot of teams are going to sit back, allow them to have possession. And then a lot of teams, when they have the ball, they end up losing the ball. They end up either trying to hoof the ball, or they just get dispossessed. You know what I mean? So this is what it is, bro. And like this is the thing, like this is the difference between City as well. Like I said, I've mentioned God knows how many players will come from their academy: Foden, Lavia, Rico, and that. Like, bro, Arsenal. How comes Arsenal and Manchester United? How come we are not producing players like that, bro? How come we're not producing players like that from the academy? Why are we why are we like producing all of these crap academy players that got a natural, bro, and Rashford and 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 Eddie Nketiah, bro, and
And
like
we had
Reece
Johnny
Nelson.
Patino that left for £1 million, bro. That's the quality that we're producing. Bro, even the way that City were pressing, yeah, in the first half, did you see they pressed Brentford into a problem and then
Yeah,
they just got a throw in next to their box. They were pressing them like
they were
mad.
pressing like mad, bro. Like, bro, they do it to every team, bro. The way that they press from the front, bro, it's like if their first two attacking players don't get the ball yet, then it's like their midfield. Then it's their midfielders, bro. And then if it's not their midfielders, it's their fullbacks. And if it's not their fullbacks, then it's always their centre backs. They always intercept the ball, bro. When City lose it, they always have players around the ball to win it back, bro. Like,
And
like it's mad,
the
bro.
thing is, yeah, they'll either press you and into mistakes in your box, yeah, and
Yeah,
almost always win the ball, or they'll hit you on the counter. When Grealish got the ball and hit them on the counter,
yeah,
he literally tried to square it to Gundo, but luckily
good.
the Brentford player actually defended
Yeah,
it really
yeah,
well. Saw
yeah,
Gundo
yeah,
and cleared it, yeah. But then
yeah.
you saw flipping them hit them again on the counter attack, and Savio doesn't bury the chance. Do you know what I'm
No,
saying?
yeah,
So, bro, they actually caught them sleeping and lacking, and that's the thing with Man City. They draw teams into a fake sense of comfortability. You know, they'll pass it around. It looks like they're not going to cut you, and then all of a sudden, Vardyal goes on a run.
but
Do you know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Or KDB goes on a run. Do you know what I'm saying? Next thing you
yeah.
know, they get a player that's in the box, nobody marking in, and taps it in. Today they could
Tabs
have
on.
won this game easily, 4-5, 5-0. You know
But
what I
yeah,
mean? And it was just comfortable. It was comfortable for them, bro. You know what I mean? What's this comment here? Yo, big up. It's crazy how fans talk smack in the summer about City not being as good next season because they lost this player and that player. But then the season starts and reality hits. This is what I'm saying, bro. Right, City, bro. They always thought our City ain't the same City and this, and that. Now we're seeing, bro. Like Gundo played well today. Yes, Savio didn't
yeah,
score, but they always have players that have those moments or those world-class moments, whether it's a
yeah,
KDB pass in a box, you know what I mean? Or it's Haaland in the box being clinical, putting teams to
yeah.
the sword. That second goal, bro, the way you just dinked it over the
Think-
goalkeeper, bro. This is what I
Yeah,
mean. This is what top players or world-class players bring you. Those
yeah,
moments, world-class moments, bro. And the thing is, he does it consistently. This is the thing. It's not a
yeah.
one-off.
It's not one off.
Whereas,
Yeah,
you know, where it was at my club, you know what I mean? What did we do against Brighton? You know, today City weren't amazing. And even though they weren't
yeah,
amazing, they had chances. But guess what? They have those players to put those chances to bed.
yeah,
Against Brighton, Arsenal had chances, and we didn't put our chances to bed. Not enough to win the game. And this is the problem. This is the difference when you have a clinical striker that
yeah,
is elite at finishing up front, and then when you got a player that is his best attribute isn't scoring goals. This is the difference today. This is the difference. Man City for 90 minutes weren't amazing, but Man City
no,
get 3 points.
yeah,
Arsenal wasn't amazing against Brighton, but we draw the game because we don't have a killer up front. And we
yeah,
had a load of players missing chances. But if you have a gunman like Haaland, you score those goals. Today, KDB missed chances.
yeah.
Savio missed chances. You know what I'm saying?
Grealish, Grealish,
Grealish,
yeah,
exactly. But Haaland puts away his chances. They get the 3 points. Arsenal, Havertz scores 1 goal, doesn't score the other chances he gets. Saka doesn't score the chances he gets. Odegaard doesn't score the chances he gets.
well,
Do you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden we drop points. This is the difference. This is why you pay big money for strikers. This is why.
yeah. Yeah, bro, like this is what it is. Like, and the funny thing is, like you mentioned the second goal, yeah, bro. The second goal came from a freaking goal kick. From Edison just kicked it upfield, fam, and Haaland was just 1v1 with Pinnock and that, bro, and like, and he was just through on goal, bro, and chipped it over the keeper, bro. You know what I mean? How many times do you see teams just? How many goalkeepers do you see just hoofing the ball with the perfect weight of pass and you're straight through on goal? Edison does that every single time, bro. But but none of our goalkeepers doesn't seem that they can do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's
These men are winning the
crazy.
game, yeah. That Carl Walker shot, yeah.
Yeah,
Literally, bro,
yeah,
it just went over the bar. It hit the
yeah, yeah,
roof
yeah.
of the bar, went past.
But
And I was
yeah,
like, bro, if he scores that, bro, that's in contention to be goal of the season, bro.
go
The way he smashed that, bro.
smashed.
They could have scored 2 screamers today. Carl Walker with his shot going over the bar.
Yeah,
Savio as well
Savio.
with a good
Yeah,
shot. He likes to cut in. What I like, Savio today wasn't great. He was in the second half. He was losing the ball a lot of times, but
yeah.
he does lose the ball. But he actually takes some players and make things happen. He
Yes.
actually takes the game to the opposition. He actually tries to make things happen. And players that make things happen, I like them. They're going to lose the ball, but they're going to consistently try to open up the opposition. And that's one thing I got to give to Savio. But today wasn't his best performance. He should have scored a goal. And in the second half, a lot of times his shooting was off, and his passing was a little bit off in the second half as well. But they still get over the line, bro. Because you know why? Because they don't rely on youngsters, bro. They don't rely on the youngsters, bro. They don't rely on Foden. They don't rely on Savio.
And their youngsters are actually good. Their youngsters are actually good. You know what I'm saying? Like their youngsters are actually good, bro. They're actually at a level, bro. But most of our youngsters, they are not at a level, and they never be at a level. And this is what I'm saying, like, bro. Like I've seen it. God knows. It's funny how you mentioned the Kyle Walker shot. Yeah, I've seen Kyle Walker do that. God knows how many times, bro. Like in games, bro, where it would just where it would just freaking smash it, bro. Where it would just smash it, and he freaking nearly scores, bro. I've seen that so many times when Kyle Walker randomly sometimes pops up at the edge of the box, yeah, and he just has a shot from that range, yeah, and it almost goes in. Like, bro, it's a joke. It's a joke, man. City are, at this point, City are going to win the league by 15 points, bro. That's what's going to happen. They're going to win the league by 15 points. This isn't going to go down to the last day. This isn't going to be a title race. City are walking through this league unless if Arsenal and other teams get signings in January. And get quality signings in, and what is the likelihood that will happen? You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
It's crazy, bro. Yes, Northside, you see my striker Haaland. Maybe your striker Havertz should learn from it, but he won't. He's shit, bro. I hear it, man. Yeah, I hear it. Good win, but we were not great throughout the match. Savinho balled out, but we must finish our chances off. People saying Savinho must be dropped, must chill. He needs to work on his scoring. Big up Northside. Listen, this is what I'm saying. Look, you guys won, yeah, and you're still making your team accountable for certain players not being completely at the races. This is what it's about, bro. There's improvements. You know what I'm saying? Football ain't just about, oh, look at the score. Where's the improvements? The improvements is Savio needs to be a little bit more clinical. Fair enough. He wasn't a trash 90 minutes from him, but second half he fell off.
So you know what I mean?
If I say this about Arsenal when we win, bro, I'm telling you, these people start crying. They start moaning and crying and, oh, you're being negative. Nah, bro. Like at the end of the day, if you watch the game, you'll see good things and you'll see bad things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There was some of your defense today for that goal. They were sleeping. They were sleeping for that goal. Do you know what I'm saying? Need to fix up. Man, big up to SG. Man City look very comfortable in the possession and in their final third look sharp. Meanwhile, watch Liverpool. Their decision making in the final third was very poor. Listen, I hear it, bro. I hear it. It's long. It's long for them. You know what I mean? Big up to SG, man. Big up Northside. Man City are still the favorites to win the league. They are the Sharks. They're gonna win the league, bro. I'm just telling you this now. They're gonna win the league, bro. I'm telling you, they're gonna win the league. Big up Northside and King Legends, and big up the real ones in the chat. Much love to you all. Big up, bro. Big up, man. You know what I mean? Northside, difference between City and Arsenal is as soon as City scores first goal, they go for a second, third, and don't take their foot off like Arsenal. So I'm saying, man, this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. Arsenal crumble coming soon to a stadium near you this season. It's long, bro. It's long. Palmer, Foden, Sancho, Bob Morgan Rogers, Brahim Diaz, and McAtee are all graduates from the academy. Look at that.
This is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm trying to. This is who is producing players like this, bro. Are also producing players like this. Or Man United producing players like this. Or Liverpool producing players like this. Or Tottenham producing players like this. You see that list there? It's crazy. All of these guys are ballers as well. You can't even deny it. All of these men are ballers, bro.
We have failed a football player that was injury prone and smoked cigarettes while playing for Arsenal is now running your youth academy. We have a bum called Wilshire running our youths. I think you mean running. Okay, yeah, listen. Yeah. It's mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? If they get record points, we're all finished, bro. We're finished anyway, man. No one has done anything to move the needle. Nobody can say this season that's the player you can look to move the needle. You know what I mean? So and to bridge that gap, no one's done that. No one's made a statement signing to really be like, right, we're gonna push you the whole way. We haven't. Arsenal buying defenders and buying Moreno, it doesn't move the needle. Not enough for us to be going, yeah, we're gonna go neck and neck with City this year. And we were the closest, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Neither Liverpool. So it is what it is, man. Northside, you can tell Edu to buy Walker, bro. No, thank you, bro. No, thank you. You know what I mean? Leave him. He's back on holiday. He was on holiday during the transfer window. He's back on holiday. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Now he's going on a lad's holiday. Do you know what I mean? He's probably going IB for now. You know what I mean? I don't want him at my club anymore. Scary point is Foden has not started any games. Bro, this is what I'm saying. But they don't rely on Foden. They don't rely on these guys. They don't need to rely on these guys. No. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to because they surround them with winners. Which I go back again to another team that used to dominate the Prem. Manchester United.
Yes.
They didn't need to force players through.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because they had Scholes, they had gigs. Do you know what I mean? When Ronaldo came through to Man United, Ronaldo was surrounded with winners, bro. Ferdinand, Didnt. You know what I'm saying? Seasoned winners, bro.
Seasoned winners.
What it takes. When Rooney comes to Man United, he's surrounded with that experience.
Serial winners.
Know how to win, bro. Do you know what I mean? And look at how Ronaldo speaks, just as an example. Yeah, look at how Ronaldo speaks about how the leaders and the winners, how Roy Keane, how Gary Neville, how Rio Ferdinand, all Scholes, Giggs, all these men, told him this is the level, this is how you must conduct yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? Stop diving, stop this, that. That is underestimated, bro. Pep knows how to surround the youngsters with the best examples and the best winners, bro. That's why Rico Lewis has a winning mentality. That's why Foden has a winning mentality. That's why, bro. That's what they're around. Haaland's coming into Man City, bro. When he come into Man City, he's around players like Bernardo, players like flipping KDB. They've done that, bro.
Yeah. Rodri, bro, another one. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy.
But you know, at Arsenal, we just have a whole load of youngsters that will just get good altogether, bro. It's crazy, bro. That's not how you build. That's not how you build a dominant team, bro. To get over the line. You know what I mean? Fergie held on to Scholes for how long, bro?
Bro, for years, bro. I think was it about 13 years or something, bro, or 15 years or something, bro. Scholes and Giggs were playing like until they were 40, bro. They were playing in their 40s. I was seeing Ryan Giggs balling out at 40, bro, and seeing Bo Scholes balling out like 30, 37, 38, and 40 in that, bro. It's crazy.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like you have to keep some winning. This is why, Liverpool, even though they had the manager change, they're able to, even though they lost today, they're going to be able to maintain a certain level because they still have Alisson, they still have Van Dijk, they still have Salah, they still have Trent. These are players that have the experience of winning major honors. They still have that. You know what I mean? And there's no surprise, that Arsenal fell off so much. Once we got rid of Vieira, Henry, all these winners, when we got rid of them real quick, the level dropped immediately. Do you know what I'm saying? The standards dropped immediately. This is why, bro. You know what I mean? And City, bro, look, they lost David Silva. When they lost David Silva, City went out, they got Bernardo. And Bernardo was around players that already won league titles. Do you know what I'm saying? This is
that's what I'm saying, bro. I remember they won, bro. I think it was either the season that they got 98 points or 100 points, but Man City won the league without Kevin De Bruyne and Fernandinho. They was out. I remember Man City for a long time. Fernandinho and Kevin De Bruyne was injured, and them man still won the league on like 98 points, bro. They still beat Liverpool to the title race, bro. Without Fernandinho, who were one of the best defensive
Yep.
midfielders at that point, bro, and Kevin De Bruyne, bro. This is what we're dealing with.
I'm telling you, bro. I swear, modern footballers are shit. No awareness, no killer pass, no decision making. Terrible crosses makes me very bored of it. And after the game, I watch clips of proper ballers like Ronaldinho.
There you go. There you go, bro. This is the day and age that we live in. Pace and power. You know what I'm saying? Pace and power, bro. This is the day and age that we live in now, bro. No technical ballers, bro. And the technical ballers don't get the freedom no more, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
This is what I'm saying, man. So I'm saying, facts, we have 0 goal machines. This ain't the Arsenal way. I can't recognize my club no more. We have given City the league in a silver platter. Yeah, bro, they don't need to. They're going to still rotate their team. They're going to still save players. You know what I'm saying? Not burn them out. Rotate the team, rotate them. And then that's why they always find a second gear at the end of the season when Arsenal burn out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's mad. Foden and Rodri joining the team after their break will make this team even scarier. Brentford started the game well and was a threat, but once the game settled, Man City didn't get out a second get. This is what I'm saying. And they still created chances. They still created 1v1s with the goalkeeper. And they were just passing it around like it was nothing. It's bro, these men are different level, man. Different level, bro. Different level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Big up Northside. Sorry that I haven't been on for a while. In a bit, but I'm saying this now. LFC ain't winning the league. It's not Arnie's fault. FSG out. Listen, was anyone really saying Liverpool going to win the league? I mean, you're probably on Twitter. I'm not on Twitter. What were people on Twitter saying?
I wasn't saying that. I wasn't saying that. I said I think Liverpool might get second, but I don't think they're gonna challenge like City like that. I think Liverpool will finish second, but they're not go. But they will finish like 15 points behind City. I think there will be a gap between City and Liverpool, but I think Liverpool will finish second. But I think there will be a big gap between City and Liverpool. That's what I think.
I never thought of Liverpool winning the league. I said they'll get top 4, but I don't see them. I don't see them winning the league. If I be completely honest, I said they don't have enough. I said it from the start. You know what I mean? They've got a good team, but they needed to strengthen certain areas, like getting another DM, getting another left back, because I think the best of Robertson is behind him. Just the same way I said the best of Carl Walker's behind him as well. They're not the players that they used to be. They've been on the decline, slowly on the decline. So that's what I said. I thought Liverpool needed to make a couple more signings, and they didn't. So it is what it is, man. AK 3-point collected today. ¿Qué pasó, familia?
Big up AK.
Oh, can't lie, man. I am happy. We are just 3 points ahead of Liverpool, and Liverpool lost. Manchester United won. Basically, Manchester won today. I'm happy. I'm happy today. I mean, like, but to be fair, man, like the performance today, nah. I mean, if we perform like this against Inter, and then you lot, then nah, it's gonna be tough. But we got a first game against Inter. But if we perform like that, then nah, it's gonna be tough. Trust me, it's gonna be tough.
I think it's going to be comfortable for you lot, man. I really think it's going to be comfortable for you lot. I think, bro, like, you guys are just, you're effective. That's the thing. You guys ain't amazing to watch. I'll be honest. Man City isn't amazing to watch. Like, for 90 minutes, you're not amazing to watch, yeah?
No.
But you're effective, and you have players that know when to turn up. And the thing is, even when you passed the baton last season, when you guys gave a lot of responsibility to Foden because of injuries, he turned up. Whoever they put the mantle on, whether it's KDB, Foden, whether it's Bernardo. I remember Bernardo, I think last season as well, scored for you guys in the cup. I think he scored against Newcastle. He turned up for you
Yeah,
lot.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
you man just turn up when you need to turn up. You know what I mean? And even when Haaland last season went through a patch in the season where he went on a goal drought, you guys still were getting goals. Do you remember that part of the season where everyone's like, "Oh, Foden, Haaland ain't scoring no more. Haaland ain't scoring no more." City was
Yeah.
still winning games.
So, it's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? It don't mean nothing, bro. City's still winning games, bro. Foden was still scoring goals. That's what I'm saying. And now, yeah, you've added, and this is what annoyed me with Arsenal. You guys have now added a player that helped you win the treble. He was very clinical. Gunda was clinical for you lot at the latter end of the season when you did the treble, bro. Now, this guy knows the levels. He knows how to produce, bro. So, like, bro, it's long for everyone, man. It's long for everyone. City are winning the league. I'm just keeping it honest, bro. I wish I was saying something different because I want my club to win. We're not beating you, bro. We're not beating you. It
Yeah,
is what
we're not beating it. We're not beating you. Man United don't get it close anytime soon. Even though we've had a good window, it's still not good enough because we're still further behind. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Like I said, City are winning the league by 15 points.
Oh yeah, I'm King. Big up to you, man. Like, yeah, a good win today. 3 goals on the trot. 3 goals to you today.
Yeah, we scored three
what,
goals.
what do you even think of Doku? Do you think Pep's kind of like, because Pep actually persisted a lot with Doku, starting him get week in, week out, starting Doku. Doku obviously on the bench. Do you think now he has to work his way into the team? Do you think Pep gave him enough opportunity to make a statement in this team, and now he has to fight off the bench to start the game? Because I don't know, but as an outsider, I feel like he's lost a bit of faith of Doku.
About Doku, I mean, like, there are certain games that he was actually effective on the wings, but yeah, but I'm surprised Pep didn't even bring on Doku, to be honest. But yeah, but Doku, yeah, I mean, if he continues to perform like that, like the way he did last season, then then I think Grealish would be the right candidate for that. Because Grealish today, I mean, even though he had even though he had a good 3 games, we won them, and then the preseason he was also balling out. So, but yeah, but Doku, like I said, if he continues to perform the way he did last season, then I think he's going to start losing faith.
Mm.
I think
Definitely.
he's already. I think he's already lost faith, bro. To be honest, like I think he's already. I think Pep's lost faith. Like, bro, like it. Like the Doku signing for me, yeah, was a weird signing for me anyway because Pep don't usually like these type of wingers. Pep usually likes the technical more of the technical wingers. So like the thing is as well is I think what a lot of people had to factor in as well was last season Grealish were getting injured left, right, and center. Like he had extremely a lot of injuries last season, and I think that's why Doku was getting a lot of the games. Doku was getting a lot of run of games, but now since Grealish is like fully fit and since he's been balling out in pre-season and been balling out the first like 3 games and that, like I don't see where there's a spot for Doku unless he improves his game. But like we said it before, like these type of players, it's extremely difficult to improve their type of game when they are already limited. And this is the thing. So Pep's he's gonna have to find a way, bro, if he wants to get if he does want to get Doku in that team.
Mm. Yeah, I hear that, man. Doku was probably to have a different option off the bench. That's what I think, bro. At best, Doku's an impact sub. If you need a player that's gonna give you pace on a counter attack, then it will be all right. Hold on, I'm getting playback from AK. Then it's all right, bro. But yeah, I think as a starter, bro, no way. I don't see what he gives you apart from pace. He's literally like his effect on the game is like a Rashford, bro. Like
Yeah.
he'll run fast in a straight line, and that's really about it, bro. Like
That's
Doku,
it.
bro, he falls over his own feet, bro. Every time he wants to take on a player, you know what I mean? He's too erratic. Like,
Yeah.
just bro. Like, I don't see the quality in the crossing. I don't see the quality
No.
in the finishing. His end product, bro, leaves a lot to be desired. I think he would just be an impact sub. I agree, bro. 2-0. 2-0.
Yeah.
2-0. Who scored? Flipping out. How are Everton beating these lot, bro? Flipping.
Well, who they play? Who they play with? Aston Villa. They're playing. Everton.
Yeah, Aston Villa, bro.
They're playing Aston Villa.
with
What?
27
Oh
minutes,
my
bro.
day.
Yo.
Crazy, absolutely crazy. And yo, what are you telling me, G? What are you telling me?
Andrew, big up, man.
Big up.
Can you hear me, fellas?
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for letting me on, mate. Big up to all you anyway. Hope you're all having a nice weekend, because I'm definitely not. I'm fucking fuming, mate, to be honest with you. How could we lose that game, eh? Forest at home, everyone was saying it's a walk in the park, 3 points, all relegation fodder and all that fucking bullshit, man. Liverpool were back, Liverpool were back for another season of failing once again. Do you know what I mean? Absolute disgrace, mate. I cannot be arsed one bit. Cannot be arsed. This team ain't good enough to do it. It's really not, mate. We are only about 2 or 3 injuries away from absolute disaster. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. Already had one already, Harvey Elliott. You know, a couple more, got a few knocks here and there. Who knows what's going to happen? But for me, it ain't looking good. You're not going to see Man City losing a game like that at home to Forest. You'll never catch them doing that. Man City go 1-0 down like they did today. Guess what happens? They go out and win. Everyone was like, oh, Brentford have scored. I was like, sound, that's the worst thing they could have done, because they're going to get hammered now. I'm fuming, lads. I can't be arsed, honest to God. I just posted my reaction then. I'm hot-headed, like, can't be arsed.
Real talk, where did it go wrong in the way that you see it? Because obviously I was watching the City game. I didn't watch the Liverpool game. I'm going to have to watch the highlights. Where did it go wrong for Liverpool today? Who's to blame? Who was poor? What's your opinion?
I'm just saying complacency. Everyone was thinking it's a walk in the park. The players were complacent as well. And it's just showing that they're not good enough either, let's be honest with it. Salah has one eye on Saudi by the looks of it. Sobotlai, I'm starting to get sick and tired of him. Jota had a stinker today. McAllister was terrible. Gravenberch was okay. Nunes, why do we keep bringing him on? What has he got to offer? What has he got to offer, really? He's an absolute clown. Absolute clown up front. I'm human. I've let the steam out before, but I'm telling you, mate, we're in for a rude awakening. A few more injuries, and yeah, it's over. Definitely.
Is it you put it more on the players? Do you put it on the manager? Do you put it on your ownership? Who are you putting this on? The fact that Liverpool in this position?
Everyone's involved with it today. They're all just as bad as themselves. I'm always FSG out. I always have been. Always will be. I have been for years. Literally, terrible owners. The players weren't good enough today at all. I'm not happy with them one bit. The manager didn't get it right at all. Brought Conor Bradley on, and guess what happens? Hudson-Odoi does him, then we concede. Do you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, what was that? What was the plan? Do you know what I mean? We didn't even look like scoring today. The only chance like scoring. He has it the post in the first half, and then probably their keeper fumbling it when he caught the ball and he ran into his own net. Lads, like, what is going on? Like, I can't be asked. This weekend is a disaster because Everton are winning now as well. Oh my God!
I think it's 1-1. Isn't it 1-1?
Hey? What, Everton? It's 2-0.
Nah,
2-0.
Everton are
2-0.
cooking Villa, bro.
I said to me mates that Everton fans and my guys anyway, but I said this is the type of game that you'll win. No chance. You will, trust me. You are.
It sucks to be you right now. Your Saturday is getting worse. Like you had to watch United. You had to watch United destroy Southampton. You had to watch. You had to watch your team lose at home today, and now you're watching your biggest rivals who had a shitty season winning 2-0. Nah, man.
Saturday started off so well. I had a lovely training session. My shoulders are burning. I felt so good. I came into work. I was like, yes, let's get the footy on today. Up the Reds, Forest at home. Oh, we lost 1-0. Yes, let's fucking go, lads. Jesus Christ, I'm fucking fuming. Mate, I didn't do a watch along today because I'm in work, obviously, as you can see. I'm in my gear. But,
hey, blessing in disguise. Blessing in disguise.
It's a free hit. It's a free hit.
I can't believe, but you're not going to, like, you know, you're not going to see City lose a game like that all season, are you? Or even Arsenal, you're not going to lose at home to Forest, are you? No way. Only Liverpool do that.
I don't know. Last season we did lose to Fulham. We did lose to Fulham. You know what I mean? We did lose twice to Aston Villa.
Yeah, 2-0.
Like what home defeats did you have? You lost to West Ham, didn't you? I remember that. You Liverpool in the FA Cup, but that's not the FA Cup. I believe that's the cup.
Believe, bro.
So West Ham was probably your worst home loss last season, wasn't it? We lost to Palace last season at home. We've lost to Forest already at home. This season's going to be long, I'm telling you. I swear to God. I don't care if people think I'm overreacting. I'm fuming. Forest, you can't lose to them. You can't lose to them.
Look, I'll say this, right? Northside, I said this to you. I said this to everyone who's talking. I told people, City are winning this league. And you want to know why they're going to win the league? Because no one else in the league is consistent enough to deal with Pep's team. You're seeing Haaland's form right now. Haaland is not playing. He's already got 10 goals, I think. Has he had 10 goals already? He's got like, what, 11? How many goals does he have? Because he had a back-to-back.
9 hat-tricks.
No, 7. Is it 7?
Yeah.
No, because he had a hat-trick. No, he had 2 hat-tricks. And it's because he scored in every game so far. Right? So he scored in the opening game against Chelsea. He scored a hat-trick, so that's 4. And he scored another hat-trick, so that's 7.
Against West Ham, he scored 9
goals.
9 goals.
9. That's what I'm saying. So, bro, he's got 9 goals in
crazy.
4 games. In 4 games. 4 games, bro. He's got 9. He's already at double figures. We're not even 10 games into the season. Like, this is my point. Like, this is what you guys are dealing with. And the problem is, all of your clubs have issues. Every one of your clubs has issues, right? And you're looking at this City team, who are basically like just they've got like the best striker in the world right now on smoke form right now. And then you're seeing Liverpool losing at home. Like tomorrow, you got Arsenal playing against Tottenham tomorrow. I know United won, but United are not ready. I watched their game today.
We were
like that is my point. Like, this is the point I'm trying to make. Like, I've had few seasons where I'm like, maybe he could go all the way. I'm gonna be real. I think this year City are just going to swipe the league. I really don't think it's gonna be close.
It's done.
I really don't.
It's done. No one's even
agree.
giving them any competition. Do you know what I mean? No one's even trying. No one's asked. No one's actually serious.
Don't you think like that's a bit reactionary though?
No.
You know what? Liverpool have strengthened in key areas they needed to strengthen.
Yes, exactly.
Arsenal's options are lighter. Arsenal's options are lighter. Last season, okay, I'm talking about numbers, but numbers, the only thing that numbers give you is not burning out your starting 11. It still doesn't give you the quality to get over the line, but it doesn't. It makes sure that Saka doesn't burn out and stuff like that. And we didn't. Okay, we've added rotation to Saka, but then when you look at the midfield, we're lighter. Number 10 area, we're lighter. Central midfielder, we're now playing a central midfielder that we didn't even use last season. Barely used Jorginho last season. You know what I mean? So we're not really strengthened. So we've actually gone backwards in terms of options off the bench to give other people less minutes. Liverpool haven't strengthened. Those are the only 2 that are the nearest to competing with City. So it's going to be easy.
That's the problem. And this is why I made it very clear that it's not going to be close this season. Because the problem is, the clubs like Arsenal, like Liverpool, bro, they've lost out more than they've gained this season in the transfer window, right? Liverpool have a glaring hole.
In terms of outgoings,
that's outgoings, right? But even if you look at like with Arsenal, right, from the beginning of the season, they said if we're going to challenge for the league, we need to improve our squad. There has been no improvement in the Arsenal squad. The same thing applies to Liverpool, right? They had issues, they had areas that they had to fill in. Guess what? They didn't. You understand what I'm saying? You can say that they've signed these players and signed those players and then signed those players. Did they sign the players that would improve them? The key players that they need in key positions. Like you just heard what Northside just said. He's talking about the holes in their team, right? He's talking about the holes in the midfield. This is the point this is the point basically I'm trying to make, right? It's not reactionary. You have to look at these teams. You have to look at the teams that are challenging City, right? Look at the holes that these teams have. And look at how City have started the season. This is what I mean.
Number 6 issue. Look at our left back
I
issue.
mean, one injury to Haaland and it could be a different picture, you know.
But that's the
Exactly.
but you know, but I'll say this. When it comes to City, one thing about Pep is we've seen him have his injuries. I remember seasons when they had De Bruyne out for most of the season and still won the league.
Yep.
Right? I've seen. That is the point I'm trying to say, right? I've seen them when they have injuries still manage to keep that level. You don't understand Pep. Pep is one of those guys where he would tinker with the team. He would do some crazy shit like put
last
fucking.
season, Omar, Haaland was banging in goals for half the season. The other half, he wasn't banging in any goals. Foden stepped
Foden
up.
Nah, he
was.
wasn't.
And that is the point.
Yeah.
And guess what's gonna happen, right? You know what's gonna happen when Haaland gets injured? He's gonna do some crazy shit like put someone like Savio work out for the team. You see what I'm saying? That is the kind of manager that Pep is, bro. Pep finds solutions. Like, bro, I saw him when he did, like, De Bruyne was like the heart of the team. And he went like that season when the Liverpool won the league. Remember that season that they went all the way to the final day and they got 99 points and they still didn't win the league?
97, City got
97 points, right? They won 97 points. I said, guess what? That whole season, they barely had De Bruyne in the team. Barely had De Bruyne.
And Fernandinho. They was without Fernandinho, bro.
That is the point. And guess what?
Yeah,
The
King.
consistency
We were without
continued.
Fernandinho and De Bruyne.
That's what I'm saying.
And they still, and look at that, still, they were able to take on the juggernaut that was Liverpool that season, who only lost one game, and that was against City. And that is the point I'm trying to say. So when it comes to injuries, Pep has proven that he can deal with injuries to key areas and still manage to keep that consistency. We've seen that other clubs have not been able to deal with that. We're about to see how Arteta deals with it, because now he's got a lot of injuries in key areas. What is he going to do? Let's see. We have to see now.
You touched on key areas there. Number 6 in our team, left back. Robbo's been finished for at least 3 seasons now. He's been finished. Everyone knows it. His legs are gone. And you can't really blame him because he's been playing in that Klopp gegenpress system non-stop. He's bombing it up and down the wing constantly for years.
Yeah.
So obviously his legs are going to gas out of it. But he's been finished for 3 seasons. Do you know what I mean? Like, and we haven't recruited that area either. Who have we got there? What, Simic has to come in? Joe Gomez? Is that enough? Like you've just said, Omar, key areas in the team. We're not investing in the key areas that we need to. Number 6 as well, left back. You know, we've only got 4 centre backs. You know, Van Dijk, Bonser, Karate, Gomez. That's it. No one else.
You know what?
Injuries from disaster. It's coming.
And you know what's crazy? I've said this before, and I'll say it again. You see, when it comes to Pep, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be very real. All these people that think that Pep is this impossible manager to defeat in leagues is bullshit. Because when teams have actually looked at Pep's team and actually deal with the key areas in their teams, they have managed to beat Pep to the league. Okay? I saw Mourinho do that when he was at Barca. He managed to outclass Pep. When you see when Liverpool won the league, right? They basically went on like after we bought Coutinho from them, they took that Coutinho money and bought it in key areas. What was wrong with their team? Their defense. They had a good attack and they had a shit defense. Guess what? They brought in Van Dijk.
Yeah,
and then instantly,
because their goalkeeper kept posting them in the Champions League final.
Exactly. And and look at that. Alisson, Van Dijk. And instantly their defense.
One second. So
go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Omar, you're a Barcelona fan, right? You're a Barcelona fan.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I watched Pep over the years before he joined us, and he actually created monsters like Xavi, Messi, Busquets, Puyol.
Pedro, I guess. Pedro was another one.
Yeah.
Thiago was another one. Look, don't get it twisted. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Obviously, some of these players that you're mentioning, they got elevated when they played under Pep. But Xavi was still a gunman before Pep came in. Iniesta was still a gunman before Pep came in, right? Obviously, these guys basically showed their best football when they played under Pep, right? But Pep was a very lucky man to have the team that he had at Barca, bro. He was stepping into our golden generation, our best era of like players.
They were already there before he came in.
And exactly, right? And I'll say this. You see, when Mourinho basically he was given an impossible task because he had to defeat the best team in the world at the time. You understand what I'm saying? And you know what happened? He went to Florentino and said, "Florentino, just give me the players I need, and I'll beat Pep to the league. I promise. 2 seasons, give me 2 seasons. Just give me every player I need for 2 seasons. I'll win the league over Pep." And guess what, bro? He got every player he wanted. And you know what happened, bro? He got 100 points and 115 goals.
Is that still a record?
To this day. Northside. To this day. That is the point. You know who else? You know who else did that? Klopp. When Klopp looked at his team, right? And that season they finished top 4 ahead of you guys, right? Northside. Guess what? Everyone was talking about how good they were attacking wise, and they were talking about how shit they were defensively because they had a shit goalkeeper and a shit defense. And you know what happened? When we bought Coutinho off their hands, they went out, they brought in a top class, world class defender in Van Dijk, and brought in a world class goalkeeper, Brazil's #1. And you know what happened? And you know what happened? That season, they won the Champions League, and the following season they won the league over Pep.
Yeah.
So this idea,
signings, that's all it took.
That's the point. And that is my point, right? That mentality, right, that people have that, oh, this Pep cannot do stuff. No. If you look at this Arsenal team who've been close to them, look at the reason why you guys haven't won the league. What is the positions that you guys need to fill in? Look at those positions and say, okay, these are the positions that were costing us last season. Let's go and actually buy top world-class players to fill those holes, and then go out there with Pep next season. It's not hard because
They
that
should've-
first season,
They should have gone for Gyökeres. They should have gone for Gyökeres.
But my point is this: you see last season how they took them to the final day, right? If you look at that season in the transfer window, if they actually went out and actually bought competent players, top players, I believe they would have won the league over Pep.
Yeah.
But the problem is, you know what happened? They spent money on Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
No, but
He's
the way
done
we
all right,
buy
man.
differently,
He's
though.
done
We,
all
we,
right.
we buy the way we buy. This is why I criticize my club. Pep goes and buys an Alvarez once he's got a Haaland. Pep goes and brings youth through while he's already got a world-class starting 11. Yeah, he's bringing through Oscar Bobbs and he's bringing through players like Foden. When he's bringing these players in, man's had David Silva, Bernardo, KDB, all these players. Do you know what I mean? Rodri. Look at, he doesn't rely on these players. Today, he doesn't need to rely on Rodri. He don't need to rely on Savio. Savio today should have scored. He doesn't rely on him because he's already got those main players, the big boy players. Klopp did the same thing. He established Firmino, Mane, Salah, all these players. Yes, you had some players that come through and some players you bought on the cheap, like Robertson. You didn't break the bank for Robertson. But he made sure he had a lineup of players that are of the level required. Then you go bring through the youth. Then you go and buy players that could maybe do a job. But when your first team ain't established and when you ain't got quality, you can't just be relying on these kids all the time. Liverpool, listen, big up to Liverpool, what they did playing the youth when they had all those injuries, yeah? At the end of the day, Liverpool ain't been able to compete with City just relying on youth players and relying on young players, bro. They went and got players that were ready off the level now to impact the game.
Exactly.
Now,
You know what
bro?
didn't make sense to me though? Last season when we had all them injuries and a lot of key players were out, first team players, and the youth team kids were playing, we actually looked better with them in the team than when the first team players came back, and then we lost all them games towards the end of last season and we fumbled it. Do you remember? And everyone's like, "Oh, wait until Trent comes back, wait until all these players come back and all that from injury." And then when they came back, we actually looked worse. Like,
I remember,
I couldn't believe it because they actually won that cup final against Chelsea.
And that's the thing.
Bro, Academy's a money spinner, bro. Academy's a money spinner. If a player comes through, if he's good enough, cool. If he's not good enough, cool. We get the maximum money, we keep it moving. Look at how you lot sold Solanke. Look at Chelsea over the years with the way they sell players.
Right, they spend, exactly. Sell their players. Like they sell their players for profits. This is my point, right? If you think about it, let me jot this down. You see when that first season when you guys challenged City for the league, right? That was the perfect transfer window to actually go out and actually say, we've actually challenged for the league. Next season, we're going to go all out, right? What Arteta decided to do was he went to Chelsea and bought a player that they didn't want, that they were more than happy to sell, right? You could have spent that 60 million, go and buy any top class striker from any team in the world. You could have even gone ballsy and go and sign Osimhen. Go out there and actually, but you know what's crazy? No, because But this is the
They
thing.
went and got Declan Rice though.
No, but that's the
Remember,
thing. Declan Rice is a good statement signing because Declan Rice was a good player. So when you guys when they signed him, I was like, cool, statement signing. All right, what?
Oh,
it's
Oh,
gone.
Omar's
I
Again,
think
Wi-Fi is
Rice.
lagging.
I think
Omar's
Rice is average.
signal's
But yeah.
My
lagging.
alarms. Yeah, all right. Anyway, I was saying the are you guys still with me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't hear you, man. It's my alarm that's going off. I'm gonna come out and come back in.
All right, bro. No problem.
Lads, I'm going to bounce anyway. I'm going to go back to work. But thanks for letting me on, mate. Anyway, I appreciate it. And
Nah,
thanks
man.
for-
Sometimes you got to vent, man. You got to vent. Lay it out, bro.
That's only half of it. It's more of it's coming later. But thanks anyway. And anyway, lads, thanks for listening to me.
Nah,
But
big
take
up,
it
bro.
easy and have a nice weekend anyway. See you
Big
later.
up, bro.
So,
Big up. But yeah, man. Listen, we're gonna wrap up anyway. We're gonna wrap up. I need to set up the stream for the Benfica watch along. So that is at 8:30. I was thinking Benfica watch along
Northside.
or Chelsea match reaction. I think I'm gonna do
Northside.
Benfica watch.
Northside.
Yo,
What's your prediction for the Benfica game?
bro, I'm not. I don't like this. I don't like this manager. We should be winning comfortably 3-0. Should be. Will we do
no
that?
Smitty. No Smitty.
It's not Schmitty. No, yeah, I know, but Bruno Lage is another clown as well, bro. He's another clown. That's not the manager that I wanted. And people be like, "Oh, you're always moaning." Nah, bro, that wasn't the guy, bro. That wasn't the guy. Do you know what I mean? Like,
To be
this is
fair,
another manager that won the league and then it went south with him real quick. Do you know what I mean? Like, bro, I'm not a fan of just bringing back these managers, bro. Unless you're Ancelotti, don't bring you back. You know what I'm saying? Unless you're Carlo, I don't want no returns, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? To be fair, okay. No, I would say to be fair, because you're not the only one that's actually been saying this about Benfica. Like a lot of Benfica fans who actually know have been saying the same thing you are. So it's not Northside bemoaning, okay? A lot of Benfica fans feel the same way he is right now, man. Things are not looking good over there right now. So yeah.
It's looking dark right now.
Listen,
bro.
Northside. Just before we wrap up the stream, bro, like seeing the results, how the results have gone this weekend with United, Liverpool. Like, how are you feeling about the derby coming up tomorrow?
The only bit of copium that I can have is we may be able to turn up because it's a derby. Maybe just because of the fact that it's a derby and anything can happen in a derby. You know what I mean? But with the way the team is right now, I'm not confident of picking up 3 points. And let's be real, where we are right now in this process of being on phase 5, a point is a catastrophe. A loss is a catastrophe. I don't want to hear anyone telling me that a point is a good point. No. They're on phase 2, we're on phase 5. We spent more than triple the money that they've spent. Yep. There is no excuse that we shouldn't be able to beat Tottenham. I don't care if it's a derby, bro. Facts. We should be in a position to be able to comfortably get the 3 points. We should be, with the time and money spent, with the backing this manager had. There's no excuse. Because if this manager doesn't have all his players, then what the hell has Big Ange got? What the hell has he got? So I don't want to hear no excuses. I don't want to hear about, Tottenham's a hard place to go.
If high line, mate. The high line.
They don't respect this manager anyway. The only manager that they respect is Arteta and Pep in this league. So they should be able to then go out there and beat Ange. I don't think it's gonna happen, and I think we could potentially lose the game. The best I believe that we'll be able to get out of the game is probably a draw. That's it. I'm not.
But you know what? No, sir. Let me just conclude by saying this. You see this Arteta guy. I don't want to hear this excuse about the team is not ready, bro. You're telling me, bro, for the last 5 seasons, you've spent this amount of money, the amount of money you have, and you still have the nerve to complain about not having the players that you need? Like, what have you been doing in the transfer window the last few seasons then? Like, where has all that money gone? No, this is what I'm saying.
What about all the players we should believe in? Because when we criticize them, we're negative. Where are they? Because this is the time. This is the time for them to shine. They told us to believe in them. Cool. Now we've got to rely on them. This is what they wanted, Omar. They wanted this kind of squad. They backed it. They defended every decision made.
Back your squad.
For us to see what they're about.
Exactly. Back it now. You guys back these players. You back your manager. Back him now. But I'll say this also. apparently I've heard, and I don't know how true this is, but apparently Spurs might not be having Bissouma and Van der Ven in the game. And if that's the case, then those are two key players for their team. They've been two of their better players.
Played well in the last game, and Van der Ven.
Exactly. And that's the thing. So if those two go missing, hey, I mean, with all your injuries, I mean, then guess what? I'm gonna be real. If Tottenham win tomorrow without Van der Ven and Bissouma, I don't want to hear the injuries or the suspensions for Declan Rice and Odegaard. Because guess what? Spurs Spurs can say the same thing. Because Van der Ven and Bissouma is two of their most important and better performing players this season so far. And they were both out, and they still managed to beat you. I don't want to hear it. I'm being real.
The bench is fixed as well, bro. The bench is fixed. That's what they were saying last season.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying.
It's fixed.
I'm hearing something about Ethan Nwaneri, a possible start for him. What do you think about that?
Well, I would rather see Nwaneri than play Havertz in a 10, because Havertz is going to give you 3 out of 10 playing in that position. He's not going to be effective in that position. So you might as well play the kid if you're going to play that. Some people are saying play Trossard through the middle. I don't mind playing Trossard as a number 10 if you've got maybe Martinelli through the middle. We're not getting a tune out of Martinelli on the wing. Maybe we can get a tune out of him hitting Spurs on the counter when they play the high line. Martinelli can get in and behind. And Martinelli, a lot of good stuff that he's done at Arsenal is hitting teams on the counter attack. They're going to play a high line. They're going to press us. We need to take a leaf out of the book of Newcastle and the way that they approach that Spurs game, and we have to play the way that we played against Man City. Concede possession, let them pass it around. They haven't got many players that are clinical. They got Solanke that is yet to come in form for them after one good season. Son is very hit and miss, and I think he's on the decline. And their options on the right wing are rubbish. Kulu's rubbish. Johnson's rubbish. Yeah, but they got Maddison that is a bad boy player, and he will create a lot of chances.
But would you start him though, London? Would you start him like if you were the manager of Arsenal Football Club? Would you start Ethan Nwaneri?
Oh yeah, I would start him over Havertz for me, because he's a more technical, like in the midfield. I'm gonna be real. If you guys bring in Kai Havertz in that midfield, oh yeah, it's peak for you guys, because that team needs creativity. That team needs creativity, and they don't have it. There's no creative players in the team. Odegaard was the only guy with any sort of creativity in there. So, in 1 year, I haven't seen enough of him, but I've heard a lot of good things about him. So, if he's as good as people say he is, listen, there's no risk. And also, I like what Northside basically said as well. I would also experiment playing Martinelli there, because let's remember, when Martinelli was signed, he was a striker.
Martinelli's been shit all season, bro.
But that is the point. But my point is, Martinelli was a striker when they signed him, right? And then he experimented in the wings. He did well there. Who knows? If he plays in the midfield, maybe, who knows? Maybe they might be able to do some tinkering shit and then somehow. But I'll be honest, that 1 year guy, I would put him over Havertz for me. I don't know about Northside.
The best I've seen of Martinelli is playing him like in the number 9, like playing him up front. That's where he's like most effective.
Yeah.
But like on that left hand side, bro, he's been dead all season, bro. I can't lie.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, man. You keep Trossard. Look, I would personally keep Trossard on the left. He's playing well on the left. Play Saka obviously on the right. Put Nwaneri in the 10, and then play Martinelli up front. You know what I mean? That's what I would do. I don't
Van der Ven is fit. Is that true?
Bro, Van der Ven's fit. Van der Ven's fit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's fit. Yeah, but like, this is the thing. Yeah, this is the thing. Yeah, I agree. I agree with all of you. But like, the thing is, yeah, it would be our Arteta thing to put Havertz in midfield. Look what he did against Aston Villa, bro. Look what he did against Aston Villa, bro. Bro, at the start of the season, I remember this guy was playing Havertz in midfield, and then he stopped playing Havertz in midfield, and then he was playing Havertz as a striker. And then this guy suddenly thinks, you know what? Against Aston Villa, against one of our biggest rivals and one of our biggest games against Aston Villa to decide our title hopes, I'm going to put Kai Havertz back in midfield, even though it didn't work at the start of the season.
Exactly.
So
and he didn't need to. And he didn't even need
to.
there was options on the bench that you didn't need to shoehorn Kai Havertz there, but you wanted to do it to prove a point. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Big up to everyone locked in. Big up
Big up.
family. We'll be back for the Benfica watch along. Hopefully I'm chill like this. You know what I mean? I don't want my blood pressure going up. You know what I mean? I don't want to ruin my Saturday. So yeah, I'm gonna do the watch along. I was thinking about doing the Chelsea match reaction, but I thought, nah, bun it, man. Benfica playing. Let me do a watch along. And for everyone that always wants to see my watch alongs, because I don't do many, you know what I mean? I said, nah, bun it, man. Like at the end of the day, I'm not Chelsea. Like it is whatever, innit? Like Benfica, Chelsea, brother. Chelsea are most likely probably gonna beat Bournemouth. I was like, nah, we'll do the Benfica watch along. You know what I mean? So big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to the panel. You know what I'm saying?
What do you reckon? What do you reckon? A new manager bounce, or is going to be the same old shit?
New
We'll see,
manager
bro. We'll
bounce.
see. Probably a little bit of a new manager bounce, but we're not gonna. I'm still not convinced, bro. Like Benfica still light in a couple of areas that I wanted them to strengthen. So we'll see. We got a new striker. We got a young number 10 Argentinian.
How is your striker? How is the striker that you guys have? How is he doing so far?
Really
What have
good. Really
he's been good.
Yeah, from what I've seen of him, he's been really good. Technically, very good. Fast, but the guy knows the back of the net. Powerful as well. You can't knock him off the ball. Really good. I think we got him from AZ Alkmaar, and we got him for less than 20.
I think I know the guy you're talking about. Wasn't he like the guy who won the Golden Boot?
Something like
the
that.
division?
Is it Talvadis? Is that how you pronounce
Yeah,
his name?
yeah. Is it the Greek striker?
Yeah, Greek. I think he's Greek. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he won the Golden Boot. I'm not sure he was challenging for the Golden Boot.
Bro,
I need to go and check. Yeah, you know, I'll probably watch the game because I'm gonna be honest, right? I haven't watched any Portuguese league games. I watched the Super Cup between Sporting and Porto, and bro, one of the best games I've watched so far this season. It's the only game I've watched in the Portuguese league, and it's been the best game, bro. Did you guys watch that game? Bro, Porto were like 3-0 up, and then Porto came from behind and literally won the game at extra time from 3-0 down. One of the best games, bro.
It's gonna be a long day, but listen, guys, I'm gonna wrap up. Big up to everyone that's locked in, man, because I literally came back from work, done the live. I need to shower. You know what I mean? I'm stinky side right now, so listen, let me just freshen up a little bit, have something to eat, and I'll be doing the watch along. Big up to all of you lot for jumping on. Big up to the familia. Big up to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Big up to everyone smashing the likes, commenting, all that good stuff. I'll be back at 10 past 8. The game kicks off at 7:30 for the Benfica watch along. Big up to everyone, and I'm out. Love.